Hi, I'm Joe Paiva, and this is the student team from Ferris State University. They have just finished participating in the 2024 NSPS student competition. So let me start by asking how many of you have been to this event in previous years? You can just raise your hand. Okay, two of you. All right. And so is there somebody on this team that you would call the team leader, the head honcho, the guy who took over and ran the whole thing, whether you wanted him to or not? Is there somebody like that here?
Yeah, this year was definitely Josh.
So Josh, you're the team leader.
I guess so.
You guess so? That sounds really positive.
It's such a team effort. It's tough I don't want to take credit for all the hard work these guys did too.
So very, very good leadership qualities exhibited there. But how did you become the leader? Did they elect you? Did you just naturally gravitate to that?
Well, I kind of planned the trip getting out here, so the rest kind of just fell into my lap, and I'm happy to help out since I kind of had some experience from last year, and I really enjoyed it. So I wanted to share that enjoyment with some of my friends.
So tell me, how did you plan for this event? Did you spend weeks or months ahead of time? And if so, whenever it was, maybe it was the night before the competition, but how did you prepare and when did that start?
Probably a few weeks before we started working with equipment, and other than that, we've been working with the concepts since we started school. So really it's been just moving up towards this, just getting the fine details down. So probably a couple of years now for some people.
So what that sounded like was surveying is surveying, so there's not a whole lot different. But the truth of the matter is, for the most part, you were using technology that they stopped using before you were born, or maybe even your parents were born in some cases, right? So how did you get your arms around that? Did you have exposure to this kind of equipment before you got here, and how much of it that was the exposure, and was it valuable for what you did here?
So we do have quite the stockpile of equipment in our room, including some older instruments. We were able to pull those out, and we didn't necessarily do that by ourselves. We had Robert Birch, a professor who had been with Ferris many years prior, came in and helped us out, especially with the old school dumpy level and fixed blade tripod setup. And we had some T2s laying around as well. So the guys and I, we were able to just kind of take out equipment as the time came available for us between classes and play around with it a bit before the event.
Cool. So in the process of watching the teams work, I noticed that after you finished the measurement phase, there was a computation phase, which some cases was quite long. So how did you prepare for that part?
We did some preparation the night before and the weeks leading up to it, practicing through similar problems to what these guys had seen last year. And we have a surveying computations class that prepares very well for this, even if not intended.
So when you came to the measurement phase of the competition, there were three different tasks you had to do. Did you just walk up to the task and kind of figure things out, or did you already know like who was going to be observing with the T2 and who was going to be observing the compass and so forth?
Yeah, we had a plan for that already. Taylor and Luke here went through the night before to double check they knew how to do all the computations as far as the T2 stuff went. And for the traverse and the leveling, we had, like we previously said, we had Robert Birch come in and help us set up the fixed legs and the dumpy level. And then the traversing, we already knew what to expect really from last year.
Great. So how many of you have worked or currently working in a professional surveying organization? Oh, all of you. Great. So any of these skills from this competition that you think you might take back to the workplace?
Yeah, I mean, competition really went back to basics. So sometimes we get too used to the modern technology and its efficiency, but this really lets you know what exactly a total station or any modern equipment is doing in the background to speed things up. So it helps troubleshoot when you're out on the job.
So you know what's going on when you press that button on that black box, huh?
Oh yeah, definitely. You get a better appreciation for the newer equipment after using older style equipment like this.
So, final question really is you've done a lot of things. Of all of those things, like traveling up here, meeting other people from other schools, participating in the different aspects of the competition, is there one memorable thing that you will take back home after all this experience?
I'd say just seeing how tight we closed in some of those was really, really fun after being so nervous coming up into this. That really made my day yesterday.
I really thought it was neat just to see surveying. It's a community, and like while we were out on the level loop, you bumped into other guys and you could tell what they were going through out there, and you could kind of give them a head nod and they'd give you a head nod, and it was like, how's it going? They're like, we're running into this. It's like, yep, been there before. So very neat to be part of that surveying community out here.
I'd say just a continued appreciation for the old equipment and its capabilities, and it's just super impressive. The quality of surveying we're still able to perform with these older tools.
I think it's really cool that this event is hosted in DC, which is a city of major history and political importance. I mean, it's pretty surreal doing survey work, and you're pretty close to the White House and the Capitol. It's just a really cool experience.
Yeah, it was definitely cool, especially like on the monument hunting, other activities to see all this stuff in the background, like the Washington Monument is always in the background. You could see it wherever you went, no matter if we were going to the museums or we were in competition, and just seeing DC as a whole with the team here was really a really good time.
Well, thank you very much for your time and for being willing to spend some time with us. I want to wish you all the best in your future surveying career. Hopefully this competition or participating in this competition is going to help you over the years. And finally, safe travels home.
Thank you.
Thank you.